Well, mental health, we hear how important it is, and we've got mental health first aid classes coming up in January. And telling us more about it, the Executive Director of PASS, Rick Skilliter, in today. And thanks for joining us, Rick.
Great to be here, Holly. Thanks for having me.
All right, so first of all, in case people haven't heard about these courses, what is mental health first aid?
So mental health first aid is for a layperson who wants to learn more about how to interact with somebody who may be having a developing mental health crisis or in a full-blown crisis. It's not to make somebody an expert. It's really a layperson's approach to recognizing symptoms, recognizing behaviors that would be of concern, and then knowing what to do about that as far as how to help a person get connected to the behavioral health system before it becomes a full-blown crisis, and then other things can happen.
Yeah, because many times you hear afterwards, we're like, I didn't know that, like, when this person was doing this, that was a sign. So this course kind of just gives you the signs and things to look for, right?
Absolutely. So it walks a participant from literally no indication to early indications of something happening to now we have a real problem that needs immediate attention, and again, hoping to intervene before it gets to the point of potentially needing EMS or the law enforcement folks to intervene. We have two courses. We have a course that is geared for the adult population called Mental Health First Aid for Adults, but then we have a second course called Mental Health First Aid for Youth, and that's for adults who work with youth. So school teachers, daycare workers, Sunday school teachers, and folks that have an opportunity to interact with smaller or younger children. That program's geared for them.
So I'm thinking, in your opinion, then, everybody should almost get this training, because if you interact with anyone, if you're in a workplace, if you're at church, anywhere, to know these tips and to know these things that you can learn is positive.
Absolutely. So with the prevalence of mental health challenges in society today, it's very important for folks to know how not to be overwhelmed by that or concerned. Now, most people are not violent that have a mental health challenge, and so we want to have folks be more comfortable having a conversation and recognizing those concerns, and then getting the person referred or helping them get connected to somebody who may be to help them more professionally.
Okay, so there's some courses coming up in January. So tell us about that and how people can get signed up then and take it.
So we're having two different opportunities. One is on January the 10th, which will be an in-person class. It'll be here at PASS at 309 West High Street from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. There's a little bit of pre-work registration that has to happen, but nothing too substantial. And then the other course is an online, or it's called a blended course, where you'll do a little bit of online work, and then you'll do the part of that in person with us. Both of these classes are actually mental health first aid for youth courses. We have other opportunities for adult classes, but these two classes that we're talking about, January 10th for the in-person and January 12th for the blended course, are both the youth courses that are coming up.
And you need to sign up ahead of time. But also the good thing is you've been able to get grants and stuff to make these courses free. So another incentive for people to get it done.
Absolutely. We have a partnership with the United Way and some other funding sources that allow us to offer these classes. Other than the person's time in attending, there's no cost to the participants for joining us for this training.
I assume you've gotten feedback by now from, I don't know, school districts or even companies. I mean, what have you heard that's a testament to know that you guys at PASS are really doing the right thing by getting this course out there?
There's not a class that goes by that one of us teaches where we don't have somebody that comes up to us and says, you know, I have a loved one or I have a person in my life that's had a challenge. And this class has been so beneficial for me to know more about how to interact with them, or to recognize that it may be heading down the path of being out of control. And so I think that's probably the most rewarding thing for us as we're getting the message out. It's all about stigma reduction and having people be more comfortable with conversations, but knowing that people are better equipped at the end of their time with us to go out into the world, what that world looks like for them, and engage folks that they love and care about.
Yeah, some great stuff. Mental health first aid courses, sign up now. Rick, thanks very much for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having us. We'll see you soon.
All right, don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.